Our next guest is with a company that offers mobile medical apps to consumers, enterprises, and government agencies, empowering anyone to take control of their healthcare decisions and improve patient-provider communications. She is the CEO of Humetrix, and she is Dr. Bettina Experton. Dr. Bettina, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for inviting me.
It is our pleasure because you're doing something very unique and very innovative, I think. And we want to talk about innovation all the time. SOS QR. And this is for the first time I'm seeing the use of QR codes, which means, of course, quick response.
Absolutely.
As truly being something that helps with quick response.
This is exactly what it's about. It's about giving quick response to your needs when you're in an emergency situation. And so the app called SOS QR, which we launched here in New York, in the US. 2 weeks ago we were in Paris to launch the app also in Paris. It's an app which lets you create an emergency medical record, which any emergency responders, paramedics or emergency room personnel can access when they scan your QR code, which can be on the lock screen of your phone.
Oh, so even on your lock screen, you just turn the phone on,
Yes.
and right away it says scan in emergency.
Right.
Then enter a number, and that would be a unique number, I guess, for you, or if it's my code for me. And that unique number would then give them that medical information.
Exactly.
I'm diabetic, or I've had heart condition, or whatever other issues that emergency medical personnel should be aware of.
Exactly. And you decide what critical issues you want to share in an emergency to that emergency personnel. And the app lets you create this emergency record listing the medication you want paramedics to know and access right away, a life-threatening allergy. And so as soon as this QR code is scanned, this emergency record open up for them to see and to give you quick treatment.
And how often is it updated, or is it updated anytime you need to add information?
Yeah, exactly. It's every time it's updated when you have a new critical medication you need to share in that emergency scenario. When you want to update your emergency contacts. And one of the things this app does in that emergency scenario is when the paramedics scan that your own QR code, then not only they access your emergency record, but your emergency contact gets immediately a text with your GPS location.
Really?
So they can come to your rescue.
So, and this is once someone scans it, or how do they
Yes.
know that there's an emergency?
So they get this text.
Right.
You list those emergency contacts you want to notify in an emergency. So let's say you are unconscious, you're in a car accident, or you're in a disaster zone and you are trapped somewhere. So, and you come to be rescued by paramedics. So they scan the QR code, they see your medical records you want to share, allergies and so forth. And then your loved one gets this text with your GPS location. And also, if you are in a position where you can contact them directly, this app has also what we call an SOS button. And when you tap that button, in 3 seconds...
and it says, please help, I need assistance. This is an automated message from SOS QR and the website.
Right, and so when we send that text, so maybe Dave, you can do it.
You want me to hit
That's
send?
okay.
Now,
Send
I
it.
hope somebody's not going to think you're really in trouble here in New York.
And that person with my emergency contact is my colleague right here in New York.
So
he's
if
going.
I hit call...
We are going to dial him.
Oh, good. And he's going to look across the room, and Chris is going to know everything's okay.
Right, so we are going to say, but to your point, if everything is okay, I have this OK button.
And it says, thank you, I no longer need assistance. This is an automated message from SOS QR.
Exactly.
Very handy. So then this is an opportunity where now I guess we need to hope that emergency medical personnel will think to look at my phone.
Well, today...
Or is this happening anyway? Or do you find EMTs or paramedics are looking for a phone, hoping to get some information? Now they can do it.
Yes, when I was practicing physician many years ago and not an IT entrepreneur.
Now you're an innovator, an inventor,
but trying to indeed bring technology to help all of us in medical situation, emergency or otherwise. So at the time when I trained in medicine, paramedics will look for your ID in your wallet. Today they look for still your ID in your wallet, but they look also at your phone. So when they look for your phone, then they see scan in an emergency and they do it. So we have today paramedics fire departments across the country who are using this type of technology and tell the public about it. We are invited at the White House on July 28th, I believe, for a special disaster preparedness demo day where innovators were invited to bring technology which can help the public in a disaster or an emergency situation.
Now, because you can see it from my locked phone state,
Yes.
What's to prevent anyone else from scanning the barcode? I mean, if they just pick up my phone at my desk and say, oh, wait, let me get my QR scanner and I'm going to learn everything about Dave's medical history.
That is why, and the purpose is to make that critical information public when you need it, right?
Right.
But along the way, when you create your records through the app, you are being walked through and being asked, what do you want to share in that emergency scenario, which can be public in that circumstance?
Okay.
So you don't
So maybe
need
it's not so much private information as it is perhaps medical conditions that I may suffer and current medications. And if somebody knows that, oh, well, I'm alive, fortunately. But when it comes to an emergency, I want them to know that.
Exactly. And you don't have to put your street address or...
Yeah, that's true. You're not putting a social security number or information other than what a paramedic would need to know. Or an emergency room physician, for example, or staff would need to know to treat you immediately.
That is the point.
I like that. And this is coming from you as a physician as well. So you know what's important. And you don't want to know other stuff. You don't need to know personal, private information, just my medical info.
And in many instances, it can be life-saving because as emergency responders, sometimes it takes a while to figure out what's going on.
Sure.
And to have that critical medical history can be really life-saving, medication list or otherwise.
Now, how do we get the app and how do we make this all work?
So
is there a cost involved?
The app is available on the App Store on Google Play.
Okay.
It's
so
free.
Android and iPhone.
And iPhones.
Okay.
You can download the app for free, and then to get these automated alert features to warn your loved ones, to get the SOS button to warn your emergency contacts that you need help. This is an in-app purchase for $9.99 one time.
One time, all
and
right.
Then
so
you
for
can
$10, I've got it.
You got it, and you got all the feature to use for good.
And that's great peace of mind for only $10. I mean, I think that's terrific.
Yes.
And hopefully more and more first responders will be knowing to just look at one's phone, because as more people adopt SOS QR, more will expect to find that information. And that's terrific.
And that's our goal at Humetrix, is to make a difference for many, to stay safe.
Well, keep up the good work, and we'll help you promote it, because I think it's a very worthy opportunity to help save lives, and that's what it comes down to. Again, as I said early on, it's the first time I've seen a QR code, QR meaning quick response, really being a quick response and saving a life. That's terrific.
Thank you for your words. Thank you for your support.
My pleasure. Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Bettina Experton is with the CEO of Humetrix, and the website, we're going to link you there too when you visit us at intotomorrow.com, but you can visit them at humetrix.com. Instructions, information, how to get SOS QR. We're back with more from New York City. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.